My name is Edward Mureu. I am a team leader in my first love business, which is law. I'm in charge of business development. I'm in charge of strategy. So I don't go to court. I don't do documents. I look things from the mountains. My business is called MMC Africa. MMC Africa is an ingenious law business, law practice, which was started way back about 20 years ago. One of the things which kept me going back for peak performance training programs is because every program I attend, I was becoming more stronger mentally than I was before. So when my good friend James wanted to introduce any new area of business training, I was always wanted to enlist myself and my team to be able to know the good skills. And what you find is that our conventional training in schools, you are taught how to do law, but nobody has taught you to do business. And that becomes a big challenge. You are taught to do law, but nobody has ever taught you how to deal with the people. That becomes a challenge when you start doing the business. And when you have taught to do law, and then nobody has ever told you how to deal with money and how to scale your business. So those are the things which made me to come back from time to time to see what the coach has in terms of the coming back to learn the things which were never taught in school. And I was at a level whereby, number one, of course, I wanted a lot of energy to be able to do the many things I wanted to do. But again, what used to happen is that because of the lifestyle, you find that I wanted to do X number of activities, but you find that I'm only to do Y because I don't have energy. I do remember I had maximum of about, we were only two partners, and a workforce of about 4 to 5, not too big. We had just started. We were about maybe 3-4 years after starting the business. It was growing up, but at least it had a lot of energy, and we wanted to go places. So it was at the very, very infant stages of the business. Today, we have 10 partners, 60 members of staff, 22 lawyers, and we are both in Nairobi and Mombasa, and we have affiliates, law firms, in about 24 African countries. In my other businesses, the numbers keep on growing, depending on the need. But I can tell you for sure, I do have not less than 1,000 members of staff. I would say one of the most important lessons learned. We did a very small exercise many years ago with a coach. And at that time, I think my law firm had about 25, 30 people. And of course, I was priding myself to be one of the lawyers who pays the best and get the best brains. And he asked us one time, can you please people, he gave us a small piece of paper and he requested us to write 5 most important things which keep people at work. I got a shock of my lifetime when those papers were read out. Money was last. People talk about respect. People talk about recognition. People are talking about reward. People are talking about things which has absolutely nothing to do with money. And I learned a lot. And I think since then, my key driver for my business is people. We are people-oriented to ensure that, and we like all the time, from time to time, make sure that finding out exactly what do the people want. How do we make them our allies? How do they be able to take our vision, our strategy forward and feel along the way they're benefiting? One of the things which the programs changed drastically in my life and the life of many, many members of staff who are still with us is conquering the fear within us. And what we did, we went on something called, we used to call walking on fire. Little did I know that if I leave the fear behind, I can walk on fire. And I work on fire, and those pictures I keep them very preciously somewhere, and I display them in my halls of fame. That I'm one who worked on fire, and I didn't get burnt at all. The fact that you can be able to part ways with fear, that is a game changer. So to me, that was very encouraging. And to date, I fear nothing other than the fear itself. I would recommend to people who are already running businesses. The beauty about those people who are running businesses, they are making a lot of mistakes, and they can be able to resonate on why things are not working for them in certain areas, because possibly they lack certain knowledge and skills to be able to deal with certain conditions. And purely it's about empowering the person, not the intellect part, but the human person who is either doing a certain job or running a certain level of business.